Hey y'all, so I thought I would do a list of top 10 character anime deaths that hurt me in light of recent events in Jujutsu Kaisen. So this video will contain spoilers for that anime as well as others. So leave if you are not caught up in the manga of any of these animes. Okay, so first up is Nina Tucker. Honestly, this is my Roman Empire because why did her dad do that to her? If y'all know, you know. But starting off strong with Miss Nina Tucker. Next up, we have Gojo. So for me, Gojo's death was expected. So it was still shocking to see, but it was just like, damn, like this is happening for real. Honestly, there was really no other way Gege could go, because are you gonna just trap him again in like some other prison realm or something? So it made sense that he was gonna go, even though I really like him and I'm a Gojo stan. Next up, we have Nanami. This actually hit me a little bit harder because I wasn't expecting it. This man really went through it. He's, honestly, he just wants to work a 9 to 5, clock out, call it a day. But even his death, it was just so much. And it was so brutal. It was just too much for me, honestly. So that's where we're at. Next up, we have Mace Hughes, Full Metal Alchemist. This guy, honestly, he's the sweetest, caring husband and father. They just did him dirty, and to also use the last images he sees is of his wife shooting him. It was just too much. It was just really, really sad. And I'm also looking at my notes because I lose my train of thought really easily. All right, so next up we have Aki in Chainsaw Man. Woof, okay. Honestly, Aki, he's killed by the thing that he hates the most and then he becomes it. Are you serious? And then he has to fight his friend, Denji. And so the way the author did it was, the actual fighting part, it's, presented as a snowball fight. It was so sad, and you just see them having this snowball fight, and Aki's just like, why are you crying? Like, what's wrong with you? We're supposed to be having fun, right? Oh, awful. Really terrible. Next up we have is Rengoku from Demon Slayer. So this sweet boy, he just has like golden retriever energy. I was not expecting him. Like, he is like, the strongest. He's a Hashira, so like what? Like all of a sudden he's taken out, and I think it was just like really dramatic. And in the end, when he's asking his mom, he's like, hey, did I do a good job? And she's like, you're dead. So he dies happy, but it was just like really sad because he just has so much positive energy, and it's like this light was lost in that world. Next up we have is Jiraiya Sensei. Man, this guy, he is Naruto's mentor. He's been with him. It's like a father figure, teaching him a lot of stuff. And, the sad thing is he's killed by his own students. I just thought the way they did it with him, like, falling into this deep abyss. I was really sad that they never were able to retrieve his body and give him a proper burial. And he's just thinking, like, what should my next story be? I wonder what the title should be. And I'm just like, please. And then Naruto, he's just like, running in the woods, and he feels a tap on his shoulder, and it's Jiraiya spirit, and he knows. Woo, that was up there. And then next up we have is Itachi. So, in the beginning, you, honestly hate Itachi for what he was and what he's doing to the village and Sasuke. Then you kind of get to learn the behind the scenes of why, and then you truly understand his motivations. And honestly, when he's just like, Sasuke, this is the last time, whoa! I was like, what is happening? And then you hear everything, even during that fight that he's doing, it was to help his brothers, to get rid of the curse that's on Sasuke. He was still helping him all the way to the end. So when you learn all this, honestly, devastating. And then for my number one, this literally broke me. I was like full on crying. I was a mess. But when Ace was killed in One Piece, no. I don't know. I was not expecting it. Like, they're right there. They're about to take him back and, go home and everything's going to be well, even though there was another, major character death in that. But I was like, they're ready to go. But, part of me is also like, Ace couldn't leave well enough alone. But he did, protect his brother in the end. It is, I don't know. It was very traumatic for me. And just seeing Luffy, he was completely broken, shattered. It was just like a lot. And, he didn't really have his friends around. So all of that just kind of, swelled up into being like, this is hurtful. And, even now when I see the fan edits with Ace and like his mother figure with the Dawn and the beads, I was like, oh, I'm getting emotional all over again. But those were my top 10, animes that really hurt me.